Welcome back, YouTube. Today we're going to be doing the Stormcloud Temple. We got 5 points into archery, 3 into barracks, 5 into mage, 3 into rain of fire, and 4 into reinforcements. So, starting right off, the game gives us a unique tower, the Sunray Temple. We're going to go ahead and put 4 points into that, or hire the 4 guys. You can think of them like mercenaries. And this tower is unique, and then it gives you a charge, which you can use, and then it goes on cooldown. So you can see the little, I don't know, orange, yellow, swivelly thing around the tower that indicates that it is on cooldown. And then once it starts to glow, you can use it. I highly recommend use it on the armored guys and anything that cannot restore health. Do not use it on the trolls unless it's going to kill them, because if you zap them early, they're just going to regenerate all the health, and it's basically useless. As far as towers go, 2 level 2 archer towers at this point. You want to have a barracks, a mage, and archer tower right at your choke point. That's where the enemies are going to be converging. We don't have a lot of money to start with because we put 400 into the initial Sunray Temple, Sunray Tower, but totally worth, because that is a fun tower and immediately can start getting value out of it. So I just checked the wiki. It is called a sunray tower, not a sunray temple. Go ahead and upgrade your archer towers first. Make sure you have at least 2 mage towers on those center lanes, though. We get a new level 4 mage tower this game, which we're going to get pretty early on, or it'll be our first level 4 tower, the Sorcerer mage. And I like it. It's like a supportive mage tower that can polymorph. Super good against those single dangerous targets. We'll see a couple of those later on in this level. I'm not going to rush anything to level 4. I'm kind of balancing out my offense here, getting our archer towers to level 2 and 3. You want to use the charges on your tower, the sunray tower, but don't waste it. So it's okay to hold on to it until the proper, until a good time. Unlike reinforcements that you can kind of just chuck out, I would hold on to those charges until you can see a good time. You can see it almost one-shot one of those Dark Knights. And they can't regen their health, so it just dies once it starts being attacked. Good stuff. All the trolls will be coming from the top side. All the heavily armored guys and these shadow archers will be coming from the bottom. So keep that in mind. Alright, new enemy. Looks like a giant Dark Knight. It's actually called a Dark Slayer. Keeping with the dark name theme. Great target, again, for the tower to zap him. And by wave 10, we have our Sorcerer tower. We're going to look to get some points into the polymorph as quickly as possible. But we're not going to neglect our archer towers here, because we have to take care of the wolves that are coming out, as well as dealing with the trolls. We can't let them start to slip past our defenses. I found, for the most part, with the archer and the mage tower, the bottom wave pretty much took care of itself. It was the trolls I had to kind of stall out. Another new enemy we see, rocket riders. I just find it so odd. It's like here you have kind of a Skyrim themed level, tundra, frozen waste, kind of dark, cold theme levels. And then you have this robot. Or, okay, let's say it's a dark rider with a jetpack. Does that sound like it fits the theme at all? I mean, I get it from a design standpoint, They wanted a flying enemy with some kind of gimmick. In this case, it gains a large boost of speed once it's injured. But it just seemed such an odd choice to me. Couldn't it have been like a flying, I don't know, bird of prey or something you might find in a tundra environment? Just seems funky. Not hating, just saying. Interesting design choice. But yes, those riders, you will definitely want to build archer towers on the outer choke points there to make sure you deal damage as quickly as possible, so they use their boost up early and they don't save it until they get to your in choke point and then zip past your towers. That is the fear there. And if you're worried about it, definitely save your charge on the tower just in case you have to zap one. It can save you from using a rain of fire. At this point, we are getting our points into the polymorph. Between the polymorph and the poison arrows, that will be all our upgrades this game. We're not going to touch anything else on the mage line, nor are we going to mess with the barracks. I don't even think I get a level 4 barracks here. I think the most I do is like a level 2 barracks. Just don't need to. All we need is enough stalling, especially with Geralt. He helps a lot. Focusing primarily on damage. I didn't think this level was very hard though. It's pretty straightforward. Even the boss fight. Yes, there is a boss fight here, as you might imagine. We're given a unique tower. Generally indicates something special. Got a sharp shooter now on wave 18. Again, no upgrades into it. I thought it would be helpful to start chipping things down and also be able to chip guys who kind of make it past the initial lane there. Can reach very, very far. I'm still kind of on the fence about these sharpshooters. On one hand, I like them because they have some cool upgrades. But if you're not using the upgrades, like, are they that good? I don't know. Seems like Elven Archers just way too consistent to justify getting sharpshooters most of the time. But go ahead and put your remaining money into getting a level 4 Elven Archer there, and then everything into the poison arrows. The boss has a lot of HP, but no armor. So just having those poison arrows wail on him, draining his health, seems to be a pretty effective strategy. Also, as soon as you get the tower, sunray tower, off cooldown, keep zapping the Yeti down. He will slam the ground and freeze your towers. Simply tap or click to unfreeze them. I would unfreeze the tower that does the most damage first, like the archer or the mage tower, and then focus later on the barracks or your lower level towers. Be careful, he can eat your guys. Like, he just literally ate reinforcements there and Geralt in one bite. So I probably should have spaced him out a little bit better. But with a couple more shots here, he is going down. Not too big of a deal. You will actually need to tap his body there to finish the level. So just keep that in mind. I didn't realize it for a second. I'm like, why isn't this level ending? But it is GG. Okay, so 3 stars, 20 lives, veteran mode. Thank you for watching.